Aloha, offline sharks, remote millionaires, remote marketing agency owners, Facebook group members. Boy, that was a mouthful. Welcome to the Friday Marketing Live Jam Session. I'm Tom Gaddis. My business partner, Nick Ponte, sporting the shark shirt. I like it. Yeah, sporting the shark shirt. Welcome. We have an awesome show lined up for you today. I am back. I was traveling last week, so good to be back on the live show. Anxious to be here with you guys. We have a Back to the Future marketing service show. I saw the graphic Cameron sent out, Nick, and I was like, man, if he could have just put our faces on Marty and Doc, that would have been great.
Yeah,
but
Cameron, just if you didn't have,
come on, Cameron,
just if you didn't have enough things to do, if you could have just, superimpose our faces on there,
chilling by the pool,
You know what, Tom? I have a feeling you got something coming for you now.
Oh yeah, probably so.
Yeah. I wouldn't be asking to do anything like that, actually.
Yeah, probably so. All right. Well, look, we have a great show lined up for you. I'm going to cue the intro. We'll see you back here in one momento.
Ready for the fastest 60 minutes of strategies and tactics to build your remote business from anywhere in the world? It's now time, the moment you've been waiting for. After 167 agonizing hours, they've returned. Now, back for a brand new Sharks Live show. It's your hosts, the Offline Sharks, Tom Gaddis and Nick Ponte.
Wow, listen to that crowd. It is going wild. What is it? Oh, yeah. What were you doing there?
Whoa. I didn't mean to do that.
What's going on?
Stop. You guys are trying to steal all my trade secrets.
Welcome.
Actually, you know what that was? I meant to get my screen privileges approved to share, but I might as well show you all what that was. Because we are on the topic of marketing and services and clients and recurring residual and all that stuff, right? But man, so Tom, as you know, we've been building out the team a little more salespeople at the agency, all that good stuff. But I was looking at some of our deal flow that's going on, right? We all know, and we always talk about this here at Offline Sharks. We have to be doing those revenue producing activities. Doesn't matter what you're selling. Could be remarketing, could be traffic, could be SEO, websites, ads. The one thing that hinges on your ability to be successful with that, though, is your ability to, do those revenue producing activities, talking to clients, walking into businesses, going to network meetings, sending emails, all of those things. If you're not doing any of those things, you're probably not going to get a client, right? So if you're feeling the spirit of conviction upon you as I say these things, then maybe you should start doing those things. But what I wanted to show you is, or I didn't really want to, but I had it pop up on the screen anyway. Our new salesperson. Look at this activity. Look at all this activity. So on the left-hand column there, you see those are all leads in, right? These are all of the first contact that the sales rep made with all of these people. No contact made with these people. I mean, she spoke with these businesses. 27 leads, 83 leads in today. So lots of activity there on the new salesperson front, Tom. I'm pretty excited about that.
That is really exciting. And she's actively getting those leads for you, correct? You're not providing them to her. She's actively out getting her own leads, lining up her own businesses to talk to and all that stuff.
Right. And so for those of you that are I hate sales. I wish I had somebody to help me do sales. What does it look like to have somebody on my team do sales? You can find salespeople out there that will put their own lists together, do their own prospecting, find businesses that need help and reach out to them on your behalf. You will also find people that want you to do the lead gen, to build the lists and give them lists. That's also out there as well. There are different types of arrangements that you can put together. But in this case, this person that we just brought on at the agency is putting together their own lists, obviously, because, we're a part of that whole thing. I haven't even been able to really give her some of the software tools that we use to help us with these leads. So imagine what that will be like when we do that, Tom.
Yeah. Like putting some lighter fluid right on the fire.
Exactly. It'll be next level. We call that next level.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting that you mentioned that about the revenue producing activity, because there's two things that have been happening with me over the past few days, just in regards to that specifically. One is I did the training call for our Remote Millionaires group this past Thursday. And, one of the things that people run into, and maybe some of you on the stream, I don't know, have this issue as well. Maybe there's a service that you want to, provide, but you're not really super familiar with it. And you feel like, oh, how am I going to find a person to help me do it? How am I going to sound like I know what I'm talking about when I talk to clients if I have never done it before? Anybody on the stream run into that?
You're saying not have any experience. A lot of people that don't have experience.
Yeah, a lot of people don't have experience in it. A service like traffic, like we've been talking about traffic this past few weeks, right? So a lot of people don't have experience in traffic. So how do you know what you're talking about when it comes to talking to clients and when it comes to talking to, maybe you want to hire somebody to help you with your fulfillment side of things, right? So one of the things we talked about on there was, how do you learn that? How do you get sharp in that area? And one of the things I was talking about is look, you have to have a basic understanding of what it is you're offering and what you're doing. And so you have to schedule some time to get that understanding. You need to schedule some time to deliberately set aside and become familiar with the topic, the vocabulary, all the things that go with it. But the thing is, you can't do that in place of your revenue producing activity, prospecting. You have to set aside time after, around, but you still always have to focus on doing the revenue producing activity. And on the training we did Wednesday, we were talking about traffic, and it was a Q&A for traffic and all that stuff. And, this kind of came up again, okay, well, what do we, how do we stay focused on these revenue producing activities? And it's actually one of the reasons that I was so excited to bring that offer to our community, the software traffic fuel, is because the way we use tools like that is when you have a tool that helps you not only with getting clients, but also with the fulfillment side of things and actually delivering results. It takes so much of the pressure off of you that you can really focus the majority of your attention on just bringing clients in. You can focus on the revenue producing activity because this all this back end stuff is taken care of, right? And for some of you who may be maybe you're not in a position to start hiring an outsourcer yet, a team. Well, software can take the place of that for certain services and things you're doing. And we use various softwares in the agency to handle fulfillment. A lot of times now it's our team that's doing those softwares, but in the beginning it was Nick and myself. So, if you're wondering okay, well, I kind of been seeing this thing about the traffic fuel and what it does and wondering why we brought that to our community. This is why, because it's a enterprise solution to a service that's in demand right now, right? And when you have that, you can use the software to handle all of the under the hood stuff, and you can focus on the thing you should be focusing on, which is what Nick talked about, which is bringing people into that flow. And then, of course, the level of support and training that comes with it and all that stuff. If you do that stuff outside of the revenue producing activities, you will you're not just going to sound like a traffic expert, you'll actually be one. Who was on the call on Wednesday? Anybody?
Yeah.
Bueller.
I think you're absolutely correct. And I've been seeing this more and more lately as we've been bringing in new personnel to the various companies that we have. But, you have to have a base level of understanding of whatever it is that you're trying to do, and if it's selling a product or service, you definitely have to have a base level of understanding of what that is. And there's no shortcut for that, right? You need to spend a little bit of time identifying how to talk about what it is that you're going to be talking about, and what's interesting is people spend so much time going to school, learning and chasing after degrees and all that stuff. And it's crazy how little time you actually have to spend today when you're at home learning one of these services. if you just spent 5 hours, like 5 hours really diving into SEO or traffic or Google ads and just like research the hell out of it, read stuff, watched videos. I mean, you would have a base level of understanding, right? Imagine what would happen if you spent 12 hours, 12 solid hours. And I see a lot of people that are like, they're confused, they have questions, they don't know. But like, how much time have you really spent actually researching and just trying to get a better understanding of what this is? I think a lot of times, people get into something like an opportunity or a strategy. And as soon as they open up a course, they're like, this sucks. I'm not an expert. I should be an expert by now. Why am I not an expert? And in reality, it's like you actually don't need to spend that much time to really get a good amount of understanding so that you can properly communicate it. But there really is, at the end of the day, no shortcut for that. You have to have a little bit of understanding, and that's, with whatever you do, so because I've actually chatted with somebody recently who I'm like, man, you got to do a little more research than that. Just give me a little more than that. Like you can't be coming to this call and like not having even looked up our website. Like, give me a break. Like just a little bit more work. Anyway, I know I went off a little tangent there, but yeah, it's important.
What you're talking about is preparation, right? Preparation.
Yes.
And when it comes to business and entrepreneurship, this is one of the things that one of my early business mentors pounded into me and was repounded into me in the past week when I was traveling, is that the person who shows up the most prepared is the person who wins. And a lot of times what happens is like in the
Did he say that? Did Ron really tell you that all the time?
Oh yeah, he did.
Really?
The person who shows up, most prepared wins. And a lot of times, like with this thing that I was just at last week, they didn't even have a plan. So like I came prepared. It was easy to get what I wanted because they didn't have a plan, right? They were, so that's a little technique, or I don't know if it's what you call a trick, but you can use is if you come prepared, you can usually get a lot more of the things you want done or have it done the way you want because you have a plan and the other person doesn't.
Man, I'm like, I'm not what you would call like a master prep, like one of those extreme preppers, probably like Dorn. I think Dorn's probably that way. I just, for some reason, feel like Dorn he's got like a boat, like in a river near his house with like a bug out bag ready to go. I don't know why I get that feeling, but I get that feeling. Anyway, I prepare for damn near every call, like at least a little bit. Like everything that I do, I have to have some understanding. If I'm going to a meeting, I do some research on the person, the company, whatever it is. I could never get away with showing up with no information.
Well, and never. I mean, we do that all the time in the agency and in our business, right? We're constantly looking at stuff and talk. Like Nick and I, a lot of times before we get, if we have to be on a call with somebody, we always are like on a call before pre-gaming, right? Like talking about like, okay, what are we going to talk about? What are we trying to do?
Strategy.
What are we looking for? Like,
yep.
Well, I mean, strategy makes it sound so complicated. I think a lot of times people think all that stuff is super complicated, but it's really not. It's really just thinking about what you're getting ready to do and like how it fits in with what you're trying to do and what is our goal here. That way you can stay on track.
I knew it, Dorn.
Yeah. Cool. I saw a couple of, so I want to do some shark shout outs. And then I saw some people that were bummed they missed the Wednesday training. It was really good, by the way. The Wednesday training was great. I saw Jacqueline said we did roll out some additional bonuses on that call. Because that traffic fuel offer, by the way, just so you guys know, it's coming down really, really soon, like tomorrow. Soon. So yeah. Tomorrow. And it is a heck of a deal. I mean, it's crazy what you get for the price. So, and I mean, it's like $99 a month. I mean, it's just so crazy inexpensive. Anyway, we'll talk a little bit about that, but I want to do some shark shout outs first, and then we can talk a little bit about traffic and some things like that. So I got to see if I can find a couple of things here. Did I? Oh no. I think I deleted something I wasn't supposed to delete, Nick. Hold on 1 second. Hold, please. Hold, please.
Look at that.
Hold, please. Hold, please. Hold, please.
Let's see. We're gonna Sherry. We're gonna share some links too towards the end of this. We're gonna talk a little more strategy, shout outs, the usual kind of deal, and we'll pull out the links.
Yeah, we'll pull out some links and things.
Sherry says we look like we're having fun. We
do have fun.
We have fun. Sometimes we don't, but most of the time we have fun. I will say that Tom prefaced. We were preparing for this call in the green room before the stream started. Show them what you showed me, Tom.
I am not going to show them that. You are crazy. You are crazy. Hold on. I'm trying to find.
You guys know Tom is a magician / joker / extreme dad joker /
yes
comedian, right?
Extreme. Yeah, extreme. Hold on. I was trying to find this. If I can't find it right now,
no worries.
Then I'm just.
You guys like my shirt? I see a couple comments about my shirt. Clean shaven, yeah. So, in Back to the Future, you can go back in time. So today I decided to shave, look a little bit younger.
Where?
Who said that?
Oh, this is so
Marvin. What's up, Marvin? Let's see. So has anybody sold any of your, and I know a number of you have because I've seen in the group, but anybody here with us today, sold any remarketing service so far? Have you been able to reach out to any of your existing clients and have a conversation yet? Were there any objections? Were there any questions? Was there any successful wins? Hey, Michael Bose, thank you.
Well,
Michael Bose is like the Aloha shirt king.
Okay.
He's got the nicest Aloha shirts ever, but he lives on the East Coast. But I respect the man that does that.
All right, I found what I was looking for. We can proceed. You know what's embarrassing about
Marvin?
that?
Hey,
we were just
real
talking
quick,
about
Tom.
preparation, and then I couldn't find it. Yep,
Marvin says that I don't look as young as Paul James, and 100,000%, I completely agree. But for the record, Paul James's birthday is today, and he is in this Facebook group, and he's the man. We love Paul. So if you could wish Paul a happy birthday on this stream, tag him, make sure you tag him so we can blow up his feed a little bit. Wish him a happy birthday. He's going to be 13 today, 13 years old. And so if you could wish him a happy birthday, I know he'd appreciate it. I'm just kidding. I think Paul actually might be a year older than me. Huh?
Is he old enough to drive now?
Yeah, he's old enough to drive. He's getting his driver's license tomorrow. No, I think he's either 1 year older than me or I'm 1 year older than him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. We're good. I thought it's adding something. I wanted to do this, and then I wanted to add something, so I had to find it there real quick. Okay. So let's do some shark shout outs. And I'm going to have to get used to this new format we're doing here. You should see my screen there. I'm trying to make them a little bigger for everybody to see. So every week on the show, we like to reward people that take action, close deals, and post in the Facebook group and let us know. So that's what this segment's about. If you would like to win some money because these people took action, all you have to do is go to offlinesharks.com/shoutouts. You'll find this post. Leave a comment like, hey, great job, way to go, awesome work. At the end of this stream, we're going to pull a few people out and send them some Cash App money. So first up for Shark Shoutouts is Bill Stanley. Sold 2 project management contracts, $6,600 and $1,000. Congratulations, Bill. JT, who has just been crushing it lately, he closed a client for retargeting already. I mean, this is crazy. Closed a client for retargeting. It's an HVAC company. They're paying him $1,200 a month for 6 months. He picked up a website SEO and PPC campaign for a plumber, a 10-page site, $3,200, SEO package, $1,200 a month, and $2,500 a month for PPC.
Damn.
And that retargeting client was $1,200 a month for 6 months. So way to take action, JT. That's really, really awesome.
And Bill, yeah, man, that's a good week.
Yeah.
Right there.
Our next shout out goes to Zachary Hansen. Zachary also signed. Look at this. I mean, we roll out a thing. This has not been that long ago. Just a few days ago, we roll out a software, a thing. This is the second person right here who has closed a deal using the strategies and stuff we talked about in the training, the webinar. This is Zachary Hansen. He signed his first retargeting engine client for 6 months at $3,000. The client owns and operates a social media platform for wellness and higher consciousness.
Wow. Hey, that's awesome. I know that even when Zach first got in, he was asking questions about how to successfully make what he's doing right now, which is landing clients, actually come to fruition. So nice job, Zach. It's nice to see that you're, asking questions, but also taking action. Look at that. You've already got a $3,000 client. He did I wonder if he collected all 3,000 up front, which is a nice pricing strategy.
Zach, if you're on here, let us know. April J signed a hair salon to work on their Google business profile, 400 pounds. That's 505 US. She'll add 6 pics a month and a 300-word post every other month via an AI tool. So only 15 minutes of work a month, and she's charging 505. That's awesome. Way to go, April. Our next shout out goes to Eric Carter. Eric sold a retargeting campaign, $995 down, then $695 for 4 months. So nice. He got $1,000 up front and he got $695 for the next 4 months. And by the way, just so those of you watching this know, all of I think the 3 people that we're talking about here, they're using Traffic Fuel, the software we've been talking about, to fulfill this. So the profit margins on these deals is 80%. They're keeping 80% of the money. So that's like a 400% profit margin. Like, it's crazy what that software allows you to do. So congratulations to these guys.
Well, the interesting piece about that too, though, is it's the value that they're giving you those clients is still there because they're leveraging a piece of technology, a piece of software that allows them to basically expand their audience reach for very inexpensive. But you get paid because you have tools. Back when I used to work on cars, it's crazy to think, Tom, how many tools I used to have to buy to work on cars. And every single week, the Snap-on guy, the Matco truck, whatever, they would come in and they'd have all these new tools. I've had tools break. I'd have to replace them. New cars would come out. You need new tools all the time. You need to recertify. Yeah. And it was like most mechanics are in debt, tens of thousands of dollars, in order to just have the tools that they need in order to work on the cars that they have to work on every single day. And so because you pay a premium for those tools, your cost of doing business is a lot higher in what you can charge. And so same thing here, right? You have access to, cutting edge software tools that obviously you paid to join and have, but you definitely should be marking up your pricing and skills that you're using with those tools. So it makes total sense. Yeah.
Reese reported that 2 days into having the Traffic Fuel software, and he already signed a client with another 2 meetings in the calendar. So congratulations, Reese. I don't see an amount there, but already got a client. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Nice. Our next shout out goes to Richie. Richie, who, by the way, is on his way to America.
Yeah. I saw that flight route that he has. I mean, being people that have flown from, the Pacific and the Hawaiian Islands to the East Coast many, many, many times, I do not envy that voyage Mr. Richard is about to go on right now.
He's sleeping most of the time, so that's good.
I'm sure he will. Yeah. That's probably anyway. He's probably on the plane right now with that same face.
Yeah. So Richie picked up he picked back up his auto prospecting machine, which resulted in 68 responses from email sequence, 66 new listings for his agency growth machine site, and 4 premium listings in the first 4 hours. So his cold outreach is netting 7.6%. So for those of you that don't know, Richie has a series of agency growth machine sites set up, and he has this kind of automated system that his team implements when they start prospecting. And he had it kind of turned off because he was really busy, but he just fired it back up the other day. And look at those results. I mean, that's crazy. Crazy. 4 premium listings in the first 4 hours. The first 4 hours. Man, way to go, Richie. That is a combined. I was like, oh, who's this person for the shout out? I was like looking for a name. That is a combined total of $30,475 for the week of May 28th to June 3rd. So that's just last week. And then our grand total since the start of 2022 is $575,305. We are well on our way. Oh, that's not the right date. That's not the right date there. Cameron just pointed that out. That's not May 20th to June 3rd. Yeah. Anyway, that's the correct total, though. $30,475. Grand total, $575,305. We're well on our way to $1 million this year in money earned from people in our community, from our strategies, all the things we teach. So congratulations. That's awesome. I know just in the traffic fuel software alone, the people that got that thing and then took action generated over $20,000. Just from that one little thing, $20,000. Crazy.
Wow. I'm curious for, the 70 people or so here, if we hit $1 million and Tom throws a party in Vegas, $1 million party, would you all, who would go? I'm curious. Who would go? Would we be able to get a good turnout? I suspect that we would, Tom. Maybe we should do that.
Oh yeah.
Marvin says 1.5 million.
I mean,
Marvin,
it's
with
growing
you helping
fast.
us push these numbers, I'm confident.
Yeah, it's growing fast. So the thing I was trying to find, because there was, and I don't think I need it now because of the way nope, I don't even need it now because Sean had my back. She had it covered. So one thing I did want to, so congratulations to all the Shark Shout Out winners. We also want to celebrate our Member of the Week. So every week we select a Member of the Week. Someone who's been a good steward of our community and helped out in the group. This week there is no Member of the Week. I should have scrolled down the page, Nick.
Hey, Tom, you're the Member of the Week.
I guess I am the Member of the Week. I don't know how.
Right. Well, we have a lot of great members this week. I mean, so many people answering questions, helping out. I've actually been swamped with a number of things. And when I go into the Facebook group and people tag me for questions like, hey, Nick, whatever, like I come in and I'm ready to respond and somebody already beat me to it. Somebody already gave them a response, And so for those of you that are doing that, you're helping out, you're giving that feedback. I know that Tom, myself, the rest of our team, we really, really, really appreciate it. It's one of the reasons why this community is so strong and powerful. And people come here all the time to get more information, to share their wins, their success. It's because all of you all make it. You're all the Member of the Week. What are they? I'm not a big football guy, Tom, but isn't there like a team that they call their audience the 13th man or some shit?
Oh yeah, the 13th man. Yeah. Yep, that's the crowd.
You are all the 13th.
It's the 12th
crowd.
The 12th man. Isn't it the 12th?
I ruined that. 13th. Look, forgive me.
Texas A&M. Texas A&M has it. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I was going to do something fun for the group. I was going to do a card trick on today's show, but unfortunately, the other day, in an effort to reduce my carbon footprint when I do my little magic tricks, I bought one of these, Nick. You ever seen these?
What's that?
It's a recycled deck of cards. I will never buy one of these again. Because normally when you get a deck of cards, it's good for like 100 card tricks, right? But this one, look at this. It wore out before the break-in period was even over. Just a few shuffles, and look, no ink on the fronts or the backs. You
must have got a lot of hands, a lot of plays out of those.
Well, at least I think these are the backs. I don't know. Well, it could be the way that I shuffle. It is a little rough on the cards. See? That, by the way, Nick, is the official shuffle of the United Finger Flingers Union of America. Chapter 23.
Finger Flinger?
Verse 2, Nick. Verse 2. All right. Okay. All right. It's actually an ideal shuffle for me because I used to be a chicken plucker. See? I didn't make a lot of money, but boy, I dug those crazy chicks.
I suck at shuffling.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, I think I saw I think I can't do a card trick for you, obviously, right? But I can tell you about one, which is almost as boring. And when I was shuffling there, I think I saw a card that had some ink on it. Hold on, I don't know if you guys can.
I think I saw that too.
There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. The Queen of Hearts. So I'm not sure how that one survived. But Nick, if your card that you picked happened to be the Queen of Hearts, it would be easy for me to find it, right? Because all that ink on there. Of course, I wouldn't be able to find it very well from this side or from this side. But actually, you know what I think the deck needs is a press. It's an ancient technology known as the printing press. Watch this. I'm not too familiar with it, but from the sound of it, you just put the card here and you press, see, and that prints a back. So now I can find it from this side. Okay, all right. Well, look, maybe if I shuffle, that might happen, and I wouldn't be able to find it from that side. Or if they were to shuffle this way, then this would happen, and I couldn't find it from there either, which might make you think I can't find Nick's card. That is not necessarily the case. Look, I know Nick didn't pick the King of Diamonds, right? I know Nick didn't pick the Ace of Diamonds, and I know Nick didn't pick the Two of Spades. You know how I know that? Because Nick picked the Queen of Hearts. Remember, Nick? So see, look, even if I had a deck, look at this, that had 52 faces and 52 backs, I would still be able to find your card.
You're stressing me out.
Okay, all right, well, you don't have to stress, Nick, because look, we don't even have any of those cards. See? We don't even have them. See? We don't have them. And in fact, your Queen of Hearts, that's not going to last either. And that's why I can't do a trick for you, because I have this. Mainly because they don't make them like they used to. And they never did. So
holy shit.
Maybe next time I'll have a better deck. I can do one for you.
How did you do that? Get some likes on this stream for Tom right now. Holy crap, Tom.
Somebody said,
that is
what
insane.
Is happening?
Mind blown.
Oh, yes, I do. I do love talking about card tricks.
Dude, that was insane.
Wait a minute. Who's this person? Who is this person? Who is this person?
There was a minute there, Tom, where I was literally stressed out because I didn't know. I still don't understand.
Yep. Well, okay, that's enough of that interlude.
Man, that was awesome.
Photoshopped.
Photoshop.
All right. Okay. All right.
How do you Photoshop something like that? It's a green screen. How long does it take you to learn a trick like that?
I've been working on that one for a while. So
really?
Yeah, I've been working on that one for a while.
Cameron says,
for those of you that may be new to our community, I didn't even think about this. For those of you that may be new to our community, back in my 20s, I used to be a professional magician. I don't do it anymore. I just do it as a hobby. Every once in a while, I pull a trick here on the live show. But the reason I was gone last week is because an online magic shop, they're called Penguin Magic, they flew me out to Columbus, Ohio to do 2 magic shows. And then they filmed me teaching how to do the tricks so that they could sell that to other magicians. So, but I don't do it. I don't do it professionally, just there.
And also Cameron, our operations guy, he just banned the Magic Hater permanently. He's also into magic big time.
That's how Cameron and I met. Yeah.
So they're ganging up on me over here. I'm a muggle. All
right.
Just so
let's talk some marketing. That's enough of the little magic tricks. Let's talk about some marketing. Okay. So, first of all, I wanted to go over one thing here today, which is this, because there were a couple things. So, as you know, we had a Q&A call on Wednesday. We had David. We had Patrick, who, I don't know if you guys know this. Patrick is a traffic expert over at Strategic Marketer. And they're the folks behind Traffic Fuel, the software that we've been talking about. And so on that call, we did a couple of things. One, we answered a bunch of questions. We really went deep into traffic and prospecting and getting clients and stuff like that. But also one of the things David did was he released some additional bonuses. So by the way, if you already are in Traffic Fuel, then you're going to have access to these bonuses. You don't have to do anything. They will just automatically get added to your account. But maybe you've been on the fence and you're like, oh, look, I'm not really sure what to do. So I thought I would show you what these bonuses are real quick. And then one of the questions we've been getting a lot of is what's the difference between Traffic Fuel and Retargeting Engine, which was inside the secret traffic code. So I want to talk a little bit about that too. So I'm going to share my screen here real quick. And so here's a little shot. And by the way, we'll give you a link so you can go to this page. But here's some of the new bonuses that were added to that offer. So you get a traffic agency in a box. These are scripts, slides, websites, emails. We talked about these on Wednesday's training. They are fantastic. There is an amazing outreach script that is so killer. Oh man, it's just so killer. You guys are going to love it. The
slides are really, really good too.
Yeah, the slides are fantastic. Yeah, the slides fantastic. Bonus number 2 was they unlocked some Ad Kahuna Pro credits and some retargeting for 10 niches. And these, by the way, these are things that they've never put in this offer before. Like a lot of this stuff is, there's a pretty big cost for them to do this, like especially bonus number 4 that we're going to talk about, the time lapse, which I thought was like, I mean, to me, that's like some Jedi, like you want to see a magic trick. This time lapse thing is like a magic trick. So anyway, but bonus 3. So they're going to do some immersion training, a traffic boot camp to help you get going, get action, do the revenue producing activities along with them. That's what this is about. This really is about getting your first 5 clients. So you go to a call, they give you action steps, you go, you do it, right? Get your first 5 clients. So bonus number 4 right here, this time lapse thing, this is crazy. For those of you that have not seen this, what you're able to do with this software is, let's say that, I think on the training we used a dentist, but Nick used to be an auto mechanic. So let's say that an auto mechanic comes to you and they say, hey, I want to do some retargeting. So you can actually geo fence, which means you can create like a digital fence around an area. So you could create a digital fence around their auto mechanic shop. You then have the ability to market to anyone that brought their cell phone within that circle in the past year. Like, think about that for a minute. You are able to target people that came near that auto shop the entire past year. I mean, that's like crazy. So the way it works is all of that data is stored when people come in and their phone, like it tags their phone ID. And so we know that they were in that area through the location service tagging. And then we're able to go back in time, basically, and market to anyone that had been in that thing. It's like really, I mean, I don't even know if I'm doing a good job explaining it.
No, you're doing a great job. I mean, we all carry our cell phones in different places, geographically. There are cell phone towers that obviously those phones communicate with. And based off of the areas that you go and the perimeters that are set within the tool, you're able to remarket to those people ongoing. It's super spooky, right? It's like stuff that you think. The fact that you
can go back up to 12 months is what kills me.
And so even so, think beyond that, everybody, not just your own location, but your competitors' locations. You can also draw perimeters around them. So if we're talking, competition, how do you get in front of your competitors or your clients' competitors with your ads? There's nothing more that makes a potential lead, a business owner, get more interested than telling them that you can take their competition's customers.
Well, and that's one of the scripts that he shared in the training on Wednesday, which was so good, was basically that angle. Hey, what if I could market to all the customers, all the people that have been to your competitor's place in the past 6 months? Would you be interested in that? They're like, yes. Yeah. So anyway, that bonus is in there. So that gets unlocked, which is a big deal. Bonus number 5 we added is a one-click cold traffic, ready-made audience templates. And then there are 5 done with you client fulfillment credits as well. So these bonuses were added in addition to the amazing bonuses that already came with it. So, I mean, this is everything you need to do traffic, to be a traffic wizard, to do traffic as a service. And again, it's super, super inexpensive. It's like 99. I mean, you get all of that stuff for $99 a month. I mean, it's crazy. So, so these are just some more details, and I'll put the link so you guys can go and check some of this stuff out. So that's one thing. So, okay. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. The other thing I wanted to go over real quick, and then we will take some questions, is this, because people ask like, oh, what's the difference? Where did Nick go?
I'm here.
Oh, you're still there. Okay. All right.
I have a spy. Somebody was trying to disturb me in my stream.
Uh-oh. Here, let me do this.
I had to chase him away. I said, scat.
Okay, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to make this bigger. Okay, so a lot of people ask, well, what is the difference between Traffic Fuel, retargeting engine? So for those of you that have been with us, over the past few weeks, we launched a new course. It's called Secret Traffic Code. It was all around traffic. As part of that, so that course, Secret Traffic Code, is an entire training on how to be a traffic expert. So we were talking earlier, like how do you know what you're talking about? How do you sound believable and like the subject to people? Well, Secret Traffic Code is that course. That's what we taught in there. How to do traffic, how to apply it, how to get clients, how to do it. We gave as a bonus with that training a free software called Retargeting Engine, which is like a really super simple way to do fulfillment for retargeting for your clients. And it's actually, it's just very, very streamlined, right? It just does one type of ad. It shows at various places. So it's a very entry level way to do retargeting for your clients. Traffic Fuel is like an enterprise solution to providing traffic as a service. So it does a lot more than Retargeting Engine. And there's some benefits as to why you might want to look at upgrading. So number one, in Retargeting Engine, you're not able to control the bid price, but in Traffic Fuel, you can. Another difference, in Retargeting Engine, you get 2 ad designs. In Traffic Fuel, you get all of the ad kahuna design for ads. So there's a huge library of ads, different things you can use. Retargeting Engine uses retail rates for ad placement. So you're paying a retail rate when you place. But one of the things about Traffic Fuel is Traffic Fuel, they're buying traffic wholesale. So you actually get a wholesale price with Traffic Fuel. So you can find someone who's paying for impressions. And let's say they're paying, $10 an impression. Because you're a Traffic Fuel member, you could give someone those same impressions for less money because you get it at a wholesale price. They're going to be paying retail and markup. You'll have it wholesale. So you can come in and offer those things. You can actually just sell impressions too if you want. So you can go to a client and say, hey, I can get you 20,000 impressions on your website a month for whatever you want to do that. And again, you're paying wholesale, so you mark it up and make a profit.
And that's actually one of the reasons why if you're using the recommended pricing, right, the $695 a month, then the cost for you is the wholesale pricing, which is $85 in ad spend. So you get the markup, right? You get the entire margin on that with Traffic Fuel. But
that's where the 80% margins come from. Yeah.
With Retargeting Engine, I mean, obviously, everybody that bought it over the course of the launch, 4 days, you're getting the software, the training, all that stuff. You do have everything that you need to get your first few clients. I'm sure a lot of you will stay with just that and continue to get clients using that method for a long time, just out of choice, and that makes total sense. You do not need both. Obviously, if you want to have, the expansion pack, for those of you Magic the Gathering fans, if you want the expansion pack, then obviously Traffic Fuel is the way to go. I mean, over the course of tonight and tomorrow, you can get Traffic Fuel for just $99, right? You can get $99 for your first month. It's $99 a month, but $99 for your first month. And you can have the entire expansion pack to go get, your next client, which will pay for the entire year. All you need is one client to pay for all this.
Yeah. And by the way, once that offer closes, I mean, that offer is not going to be available again with all of the stuff that they've included. Like, this is something they're doing specifically for us, for our community, for the people that picked up secret traffic codes. So you're not going to see that offer again. I mean, just so you know. A couple of other things. Comprehensive report. So reporting. So in retargeting engine, you have reports. Again, you're offering a streamlined service, so streamlined reports. With Traffic Fuel, you have really detailed, comprehensive reporting on where the traffic's coming from, all of that stuff. Really, really great stuff to send to clients. You're able to run cold traffic campaigns in Traffic Fuel. Retargeting engine doesn't do that. In Traffic Fuel, you get one ad, or in retargeting engine, you get one ad per campaign, but in Traffic Fuel, you get 10 times retargeting. There's also enterprise level features. They do another thing that separates the two is in Traffic Fuel, you can do click to phone call ads. So like if you deal with clients that are like in emergency services, retargeting is not the best service to offer them, because, when when a pipe bursts under their sink and they're flooded with water and they go to a plumber website, like, they don't want to be retargeted for 30 days after that, right? That's kind of silly. So with Traffic Fuel, you can actually run click to phone call ads for those people so that they just go directly to phone calls. You can also do video ads in Traffic Fuel. Plus there's a ton, a lot of other stuff in there. One of the really like advanced things that we talked about on the Training Wednesday, which I thought was really great as well, is the sniper campaigns. So, when you run retargeting, you're sending your client's URL out to a wide segment of websites, and you have tracking. So you can see like what websites generate the most traffic. And it's like a shotgun approach. You throw out a wide net. So what a sniper campaign does is it looks at all the metrics that come in from all the sites you go to, and it takes out the top performing sites and then runs a sniper campaign just of those top performing sites. But what is really great about that is, let's say that you've never worked with a plumber before. So you get a plumber, you're running a retargeting campaign. The sniper campaigns just happen automatically. So the sniper campaign's going on too, but it's gathering information. So when you get another plumber, you're able to just export these sniper campaign sites and upload them to the new client. So the new client gets results faster. So it actually learns from each client and allows you to deliver better and faster results to the clients that you get after that. So I thought that was really, 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 really clever. I'm going to stop sharing my screen there, but that's the main difference. That's really all I wanted to go over there. I wanted to talk about the bonuses and the difference.
Also, just so you all know, there's an unlimited version of Traffic Fuel, but with all the versions of Traffic Fuel, you have the ability to manually sort and select the different sites that you want your ads to appear on. But with that sniper feature, that process is completely automated. So just so you all know, that feature is in all of the versions of Traffic Fuel. I saw that question come in earlier today in the Facebook group.
Yeah. And that, by the way, at the bottom of the screen, offlinesharks.com/traffic bonuses. You can go check out all the bonuses, all that stuff right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we do some questions? I just wanted to spend just a small amount of time on that, because I know we've been getting a lot of those questions and stuff like that.
Somebody, Dorn says Skynet is real. Let's see. Somebody said no one else is in the market. No one else in the market is pitching this to businesses for such a low barrier to entry. Businesses are used to getting pitched ads with 3 to 5K minimum ad spend. Thank you guys. Yeah, that's a really good point. I mean, for our paid ad campaigns that we run at our agency, they generally cost at least $3,000, ad spend and management. And we have a lot of people paying that. And when we have somebody that's actually paying that, so it works in two ways, right? If you're somebody that has already sold and is familiar with selling that type of retainer for that type of service, those people are generally happy. If they're with you for 3 months, they're probably not leaving because they see a return on their investment. So you can take what you have here and go to those existing customers, and they'd be happy to increase their budget with you, leveraging this new technology. But for if you were to back things up into like when you started prospecting, before you even found somebody to pay you $3,000 a month, you would have found yourself in a situation where it's a little more difficult to find people that are willing to pay $3,000 a month. You might have spoken to people in that journey that would have paid you $800 a month, and you turned them down because they couldn't afford you. And I've had that experience. That's why I've shared that with you, and I know other people have experienced that as well. So this is a way to get paid advertising to warm traffic for your customers in a very cost-effective way. And even when you start out this way, you can also incrementally scale as well, just like with the example I gave you of the $3,000 a month retainer. I mean, of course, if you start somebody out smaller with a paid ad campaign, their overarching goal is to get a return on that, $695. And if you do your job successfully, they're going to make $1,200 based off of your campaigns, or they're going to get that value in some sort of brand awareness strategy that you are running for them. And so it is much easier to increase to 3,000 then after you already have somebody on a smaller retainer and you've built trust. I mean, that is the cornerstone of a foot in the door service. It's one of the things that we really, really, really do well here in this community is we create great foot in the door services, things that we can use to get and pique attention of business owners that we want to work with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dorn says, how do we get the flux capacitor? Didn't when they go into the future help me out here, Dorn. What year do they go to? Didn't we just cross
We've
that
already
mark?
passed it. We've already passed it.
Okay.
Yeah, we've already passed it. Yeah, it was a big thing because they go into like it was now like when he had the like the hover
or something, right?
The hover skateboard. Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, it is pretty interesting to watch some of these moves. Like, what's a staggering? I mean, this just kills me. Like, what a staggering fact! Like, 1980 is now as far back. Like, oh, how did that stat go? There was a stat that just like when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. Like 1980 is as far away from 2022 as 1940 was from 1980. Like, think about that. Like,
yeah,
it was like, what, like, because you think about, here it is. So it says, what does this say? This said, did you realize that 1980 and 2021 are just as far apart as 1939 and 1980? Like, that's just like, when I saw that just like, I was like, oh my gosh, I am getting old.
Jeez. Man.
Oh my God.
Way to really make us all depressed for the rest of the day, Tom.
Yeah. Well, all right. Okay. That's it for the live show. Everybody go enjoy.
Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.
No, somebody said, yeah. Well, look, I'm getting ready to have a birthday. I have a birthday coming up next month. So I'm feeling the old. The old. Nick, the kids are going to be in Maui, but I'm not going to be there.
When?
They're coming June 24th to July 5th.
Better question. What are you going to be doing?
Miranda and I are staying here. They're going to see their friends. So we're staying in Vegas. Yep. Yeah. But they will be there.
Nice. Exciting stuff.
I told them if they have any trouble, just come to your house.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
They'll be like, Uncle Nick.
You know me. I'm real. I have a lot of patience, a lot of love and tolerance.
Yeah, that's all
good. I'm not like real quick to pull a trigger on anything. I don't do any knee-jerk reactions.
Yeah,
none of that kind of stuff.
All good. It's all good. Awesome. Well, look, any questions? Does anybody have any questions for us before we wrap up this live show? Anything about anything, local marketing, whatever. Let's see. This says That is a good question. I see this question here. I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head. Hold on. Let me see if I can I copy that?
Oh no, John, that's unfortunate to hear that. Let's see.
Okay, so Lori says click widgets is in left sidebar and Kahuna, the websites in left sidebar are traffic fuel. Yep. TF line training, when does it start, please? I think they're still setting the exact dates on that, April, but they will let you know.
Yeah, I actually don't have the link for whoever was asking for the example website that they give you, but I'm sure somebody can. I see David is here in the comments here, so maybe he could add that. David, could you please add the example traffic fuel website to the comments for our our
hey
guests?
David too. Can you maybe answer this question in the comments? I didn't know the exact answer to that.
Cool. Let's see. The bonuses should be live training starts next week. The bonuses should be added to your back office. I don't know who you are. Facebook user logged in. The traffic credits. Oh, that question. The traffic credits are like bundles of how many impressions that you can get, basically. So I actually don't know the different metrics for each credit. I think David's going to have to chime in on that.
Yep, David. Yeah.
Jacqueline. Yeah. So live training starts next week. I definitely recommend you guys go to that. You should be getting more information on the time. I'm not exactly sure when the time is, but between David. Oh, that's
David
okay.
said, there you go. Oh. So there's I think we just accidentally put that. Where did you see that on the page so we can make sure to fix that? I don't know who asked that, but Cameron, we should double check that. Make sure it doesn't say credits. You get 25 businesses.
So you can add 25 different businesses.
Yeah, you can manage up to 25 businesses with the Pro Plan. Thank you, David.
Let's see.
Awesome. I don't see any other questions there.
I don't. Let's do our final giveaway.
Oh, yeah. It is time for...
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling, cut the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter.
Oh, did I tell you that I think I may have found a new money song?
Uh-oh. You're going to... people will probably revolt if you try to change the money song again.
I don't know. It's a pretty good one. I don't know. We'll see. I might roll it out next week. Let's see.
I'll have to listen to this. Okay, so for those of you that are new to this stream and this jam session, at the beginning of the jam session, we have our shout outs where we congratulate everybody at the beginning or during the week that has a win or does something in the group that we want to shout out. And we ask all of you to go to that post, which is pinned to the Facebook group right now. If you go there and congratulate them, we like to incentivize congratulating people in our community. So we pick a few of those comments at random while the stream is going on, and we give them some Cash App money. So next week, if you want to win some Cash App money, just show up live to the stream and congratulate our shout out members. So the winners this week are Barbara Golding and Ed Shepard. Congratulations.
Hey,
to you
congratulations, both. Barbara and Ed.
Reaching out to you and sending you some Cash App money today.
Fantastic. Well, awesome. Well, another great live show. Excited you came and joined us. I'm glad to be back here at the Friday Marketing Jam session. Again, congratulations to all the shout out people. And man, just take a look in the group and see all the people that are taking action and getting results. We want that to be you. Get out there, take some action this week, share your results. We'd love to hear from you. We'll see you here, same shark time, same shark channel next week on the Friday Aloha Marketing Jam session. Until then, stay safe, practice Aloha, everybody.
You've been listening to the Sharks Live Show, your weekly marketing jam session. Always bringing you the latest strategies and tactics to build your remote business from anywhere in the world. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this stream. You can stay up to date throughout the week with Nick's YouTube videos at nickponte.com/YouTube and Tom's podcast at tomgaddis.com. We'll be back here next Friday for another Sharks Live Show. Until then, aloha.